Hey, do you hear that? Sounds like ringing, right? Sounds like a phone. Well, someone better go pick it up because I fucking called it. See, I knew this was going to happen. And I'm not going to play like I told you so or nah, I'm smarter than you. I'm just like, guys, I know this is what's going to happen. And guess what? It happened roughly in the time frame I said it was going to happen. So I don't know why people freaked out. If you need some refresher on what I'm talking about, basically, I talked about at the end of the Jason Aaron Maxi Punisher run where he became like the head of the Hand and like Punisher ended up in Weird World and all that. Yeah, Frank was done. Like everyone was like, "Oh, they've ruined the Punisher forever. He's never coming back." And they, replaced him with Joe Garrison, this Joe Garrison schmuck. And look, I said from the get-go, he's gonna be gone for a while. Like Frank's gone, not dead. First off, like, yeah, Frank is just gonna be shelved for a bit. He's gonna come back in 2-3 years' time. And what's that? He came back in 2-3 years? You mean to tell me I was fucking right and everyone else was just full of fake outrage? Shocker. Guys, I knew this was going to happen. And it bothers me to no end. And I'm not it bothers me to no end that like people were like thinking that's the end of Frank Castle. Like the sky was falling, everyone was freaking the fuck out. No one everyone thought Frank was gone. I was like, he's been through worse. Like he's been through, like, Frank Castle as a character has been through arguably weirder stuff. Like, people thought, oh, Jason Aaron permanently damaged the Punisher. I'm like, you didn't read any of, like, his run, did you? Like, I really like the Jason Aaron Maxi series. I love the work of it. I love the psychological deep dive he had it. Even though, yes, I think some of the, looking back on it, I think there were some flawed logic with Aaron when it came to Frank Castle's psyche. But I can see where it was coming from, and I did like the run on a whole. I think Jason Aaron as a writer does way better with single characters rather than a whole team. That's why I don't fuck with his Avengers run, because he clearly can't do like a massive supporting cast. Just give him like a singular character and a few supporting cast, solid. I was like, guys. He has been like Frank Castle. For those, just to give you a reminder of what else Frank Castle as a character has been through. He was turned into a giant Frankenstein monster. He was made into a bounty hunter for God to hunt demons with angel guns. There was also an unfortunate era where he was put in blackface for like 5-6 issues. It's 5-6 issues too long, honestly. Yeah, that was so fucked. And also, yeah, he took the War Machine armor for a bit. The point being is that they just, like, Marvel just kind of does this with Punisher as a character. He was gonna come back, whether it be like, and we all knew I feel like we all should have known Frank was gonna come back when Bernthal was when John Bernthal was announced he was gonna be in Daredevil Born Again on Disney Plus. I feel like that should have been like the call sign of like, and also the Punisher special that's apparently coming. That should have been like the announcement to all of us, like, hey, Frank's coming back in the comics. So I don't know. I never understood why people got so like freaked out over the thing. I like when I didn't like obviously that run I mentioned the last thing, but I want to read the War Machine armor, the War Machine story arc, because I heard that was pretty bitchin'. I do own the Frankencastle arc by Rick Remender, which is kind of stupid fun, and it understands it's stupid fun. And again, no matter what, Frank Castle goes back to being Frank Castle. That's kind of a story of comics, really. Now, for who's writing this new era of Frank Castle, it's Ben Percy. Ben Percy is the guy writing it, and he's kind of perfect because Ben Percy's written like a majority of like the dark, violent characters. Of course, his Wolverine run, he did a pretty good Ghost Rider run too. There's also the matter of he's done a lot of like the darker, more violent characters, and of course he's doing the Predator books too, the Predator versus Marvel books too. So when Ben Percy himself announced, "Oh yeah, I'm doing," and I can't emulate his voice, I did an interview which I still can't for the life of me find on either my girlfriend or Mount Vernon Kids camera. I can't remember where it was, and it also was Zeb Wells' interview. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. His voice will punch you in the face, like how he talks like it's like big and deep, and like when he talks, like it's not like he's angry or anything. That's just his voice. Like it just physically punches you in the mouth. Like it was like kind of intimidating to ask him, like, "Hey, can we do an interview?" "Oh yeah, sure." I'm not trying to make him sound dumb. It's just his voice is so threateningly deep. He's also really jacked too. So like he could, if he said, like, if he didn't want me, Chris, there to interview him, he could have just easily picked us up and like thrown us. Anyway, so but my point being is that Ben Percy's the perfect guy to write Punisher. He knows these dark and more violent characters, and again, he's one of those writers where he does best when it's a solo cast. I haven't read his X-Force run, but I've read his Wolverine run. I read his Ghost Rider, so he's really good at doing like solo characters, so or like solo titles. And it's kind of funny because like in the interview I did with Percy, he basically said like I asked him like you're gonna do like, are you gonna do something else now that Wolverine's done? And he's like, "Oh yeah, but I can't really talk about it." I was like, "Can you give us a hint?" And he was like, "Back in Black." He said, "Back in Black." And I should have put two and two together of like Punisher, this, well, yeah. So in other words, good. I think they got a great creative team behind this. They got a really good writer, and well, welcome back, Frank. Now, what's going to happen? Because the character of Joe Garrison, that character's still out there. Like he's in the Electra Daredevil books. And I read his. It was supposed to be an ongoing, but like they cut it after like 4 issues. I like David Propose's work, but that was not one of his good things. I think his Dynamite stuff is awesome. But anyway, if I guarantee you they would have shelved Frank a little longer if Joe Garrison as a character took off. But like that didn't happen, so Frank was going to come sooner than later. Anyway, so all I could say is welcome back, Frank. And you guys tell me in the comments below what you guys think of this. Comment below, let me know. Other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.